Welcome to Did You Know, where we present some fun facts from the Bible. Lana's got some, I've got some, and then we give you an opportunity to answer a question that we have.
We're almost out of Deuteronomy. Oh yeah. Alright, Deuteronomy 32. Deuteronomy chapter 32. Verse 20.
Deuteronomy 32:20. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be, for they are a very froward generation, children in whom is no faith.
I wrote, children in whom is no faith. So God was looking for faith, not works. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth book of the Bible. You know, that the verse that said in the Old Testament that God said he was tired of their sacrifices. He was looking for faith, not works. And that, to me, he was looking for faith the whole entire time. He wasn't looking for burnt offerings and sacrifices. He was looking for faith.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of times people don't recognize that. They think, well, they gave the Mosaic Law, they're supposed to follow the law, but the law was their schoolmaster to bring them to Christ that they might be justified by faith. So even Israel, who was given the Mosaic Law, God was still looking for them to have faith.
So we're going to change
and
it up.
And now we're going to, see, I even forgot what we were doing.
We're going to change it up on you.
Going to answer the question from last time and give you a new question. Congratulations to Lightside KJV and Charles Martell. They're the two people who got the answer to our question. How many wives did King Solomon have? 1 Kings 11. 1 Kings 11, verse 3. And he had 700 wives, princes, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. So he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines. Yeah. Jacob had 2, and they drove him crazy.
Yeah, he couldn't even handle 2.
Solomon had the world record, I think, 1,000 total.
And there's only 365 days a year.
That's 3 a night. How do you divide? You can't even spend. You spend about 8 hours with each one, each day, and that's including your sleep. So maybe you're sleeping during those 8 hours. They don't even get to see you.
People, some men today think, oh, it's great. I can have a wife and a mistress, and it always comes back to bite you in the butt. That's why God said after in the New Testament, you can't handle one. You just need one. That's it.
Our question, the answer is going to be found in 1 Kings. After the kingdom was divided, who led Israel into idolatry? After the kingdom was divided, who led Israel into idolatry? Give me the name. Give me the chapter and verse in the book of 1 Kings. All right, now Lana's got another Did You Know?
Deuteronomy 32. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 22.
For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains.
Okay, I got 2 parts on this. I put lowest hell. I didn't know hell had levels. How many levels are in hell?
Well, the Mormons say there are 3 levels in heaven, so maybe there are 3 in hell. I don't know, the Bible doesn't say. But there are degrees of punishment in hell, and the lowest hell would be the worst off. So I don't know. We're going to have a conference on hell on Saturday, August 3rd. We're going to talk about these things. Lowest hell means that you are the farthest away from God's presence. So that means you're suffering more.
It's going to be a hell of a conference.
Yep, that's right.
And then the second part of this.
It's going to be a hell-raising conference.
There you go. There you go. We'll just have all these little puns.
Yeah, you'll get so sick of them, you'll have to come to the conference and tell us how sick you are of the puns.
And the second part of this, I wrote, set on fire the foundation of the mountains. And I was thinking, would this be, either when God burns up the earth, or would it be lava coming up from the mountains, what we call volcanoes? And Eric said...
Well, I think ultimately in the Bible, mountains are kingdoms. And so it's really referring to, if he set on fire the foundations of the mountains, it means God is going to destroy all the kingdoms of the world, and God will have his kingdom. But at the same time, it's probably referring physically, it'll be true as well. Most things, prophecies that are spiritually true are also physically true. And God's kingdom is going to be Mount Zion. So it makes sense that he would also destroy the literal mountains and set up his own mountain. Alright, so now I've got my two things, and I'm way ahead of Lana. I'm over in 1 Kings.
He'll be through with the Bible, and I'm just getting started.
See, you thought I was slow. 1 Kings 13. These are my two did you knows. 1 Kings 13. In 1 Kings 13, there is a prophet of God that was there, and then there was this other old prophet. Verse 11 says, now there dwelt an old prophet in Bethel. So there's also this older prophet. Well, the older prophet says to the other prophet in verse 18, he said unto him, I am a prophet also as thou art, and an angel spake unto me by the word of the Lord, saying, bring him back with thee into thine house, that he may eat bread and drink water. But he lied unto him. So I just wanted to mention this verse because people today will claim some kind of spiritual knowledge. Oh, the Lord spoke to me, or an angel spoke to me. And it's like they're trying to give authority or credence to whatever they say by saying that they're just quoting this spiritual authority. As Ecclesiastes 1:9 says, there is no new thing under the sun. And here is a prophet of God who wasn't speaking for God. He lied. And he says, well, an angel spoke to me by the word of the Lord. So that's nothing new. Did you know that there was a guy who said an angel spoke unto him by the Lord when he didn't? And then the second one, this is going back to 1 Samuel 6.
What? You're going backwards?
Well, I just thought of this one, and I thought it might be... I didn't have it at first. I just thought this was interesting. In 1 Samuel 6, verse 1, the ark of the Lord was in the country of the Philistines 7 months. And the Philistines were going to return it and to God, because Israel, they were getting a lot of damage in their area as a result of that. God had already struck down their god Dagon in chapter 5. And so in verse 4, 1 Samuel 6:4, they offer an offering with the ark of the covenant when they return it. It says, then said they, what shall be the trespass offering which we shall return to him? They answered, 5 golden emerods and 5 golden mice, according to the number of the lords of the Philistines. For one plague was on you all and on your lords. I think that emerods, if I'm not mistaken, is a reference to hemorrhoids. And it seems like everybody got hemorrhoids, and they decided the way they would get rid of the hemorrhoids was by giving God an offering of 5 golden hemorrhoids. I think that is just hilarious, you know. It's like, oh, God struck me with locusts. Well, let me make some golden locusts, and that will appease God. Did you know there are golden hemorrhoids in the Bible?
Well, and also in verse 5 it says, wherefore ye shall make images of your emerods.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking, who wants to see a picture of that?
I don't know.
Crazy. That's crazy.
All right, that was Did You Know? Be sure to answer the question in the comment below. Put a comment, answer our question, and we'll see who gets it right this time. Thanks for watching.